Yeah, my name is George Wajackoyah. I'm running for president of Kenya, and I'm here in California, where I started my movement. I went to law school in Britain, various law schools, and at the same time also I came to law school in this country, and have taught law for a while before I quit to start Shake the Tree movement, which is a political party that I'm hoping to use it to run for president of my country. My goal and vision for the nation of Kenya is to liberate my country from corruption. My country was once a very peaceful country before. It was a country which was the beacon of security. It was a country which was the beacon of hope, economic hope in Africa, and human rights tranquility. But right now, the country has become a bizarre kind of country where leadership has now been diverted into corruption, and every person who gets power or who is in power in Kenya has gone in to vent for himself. And the country has lost its national glory in the economic world, it has lost its national glory in the human rights world, and it has become a pariah state where corruption has taken precedence in the country. My vision is to bring Kenya to the global community, and also to seek for peace that will make the global world a free atmosphere. We have problems in the Middle East today, and these problems have been persistent since the Second World War. It is time that we sat down and negotiated with the Palestinians and Israelis. It is time that Africa was given a role to negotiate for the peace in the peace conference between those two nations. Because previously the West have taken a leading role in brokering peace between Israel and Palestine. It's time that Africans also are given a hand on the negotiating table. Maybe that will make a difference. We need peace in the Middle East. We need peace in the Far East. The issue of Palestinians and Israelis is a very crucial issue to the national security of every state in this world. It's a crucial issue to the national waters of every state in this world. Therefore, what we need is, we need the West also to think of Africans and bring Africans and the Far East, members of the Far East and everywhere in the world on the negotiation table. Because peace has been negotiated, and whoever has been negotiating for peace has actually not come up with a clear-cut timetable for the Palestinians and the Israelis. If Africans were brought on the table, that will bring some kind of integrity on the table. And I'm willing, as a new president, should I be elected in Kenya, to try also to bring in peace negotiative initiative between Israelis and the Palestinians. And on top of that also, we need the Koreans in the north and south to talk from one script, because they are brothers and sisters. The wars that were there before by the Japanese before the Second World War, that created a whole of the lunacy in that region, ought to be done away with. So I'm also willing that we come up as a global village to bring in North Koreans, to bring in South Koreans, to sit on negotiating table so that we can live as brothers and sisters in one coherent global community and global village. Shake the Tree movement is the political movement that I initiated. I've taken almost 20 years thinking of what I will do in the 21st century so that I could actually bring in a movement that could affect and shake the world politics. Shake the Tree is a symbolical word that I brought up from the biblical studies. I looked at what corruption was and how we could shake out corruption. And what I came in and said, Jesus Christ himself asked Zacchaeus to come off the tree so that he could go and eat with Zacchaeus. And that is biblical teachings, though I'm not a biblical fanatic. So as a result of that, I decided that every Kenyan who comes into my movement, ought to climb the tree so that Kenyans can actually shake him off the tree. If he falls, he's out of my movement, or our movement. If he remains on the tree, then he becomes a member. That's one way of weeding out corruption. And right now we have Shake the Tree Indo-Asian movement, we have Shake the Tree in Malawi, And I believe that Shake the Tree movement will also come in to weed out sleaze and corruption in the West.